Okay, so let's talk about everything you need to start your own recruiting business and get your first client within the next 90 days. In this video, I'm going to break down the different types of recruiting structures that you'll want to consider starting. There are 4 of them. I'm also going to show you where you can go to literally launch your new business, especially if you're in the United States, where my team will do all the heavy lifting for you, get you incorporated, advise you on S-Corp, C-Corp, LLC, etc. Areas where I'm not a pro, I'm going to stick with the recruiting model and teach you all about that. But we got you covered when it comes to literally launching your recruiting business from scratch. I'm also going to cover LinkedIn strategies, and I'll give you a link where you can use my personal graphic designer for a very affordable price to get your banner created for you on LinkedIn the proper way. So let me dive real quickly into the page that you're going to want to go to launch your recruiting business. If you haven't done that already, if you have not been incorporated with your state, this is where you're going to go. So I'm going to include the link below in the comments for you to go to this page, schedule a demo with my team. They will get your company incorporated for you complimentary. All you do is pay the state cost, what the articles of incorporation would be, depending on where you live. But all the heavy lifting, the dirty work, all that kind of stuff will be done for you with my team. They are professionals in this area. They also can help you with tax solutions for your new business, logos, websites, etc. But most importantly, if you're in the beginning stage of just launching your recruiting company and getting incorporated, let my team do it for you. Again, it is free, complimentary. You only pay the state cost. I'll include the link below. Let's cover the 4 types of recruiting and staffing models that you're going to want to consider. And I would advise having all 4 of these in place at some point in time, but it's not as important to have them all in place on day 1. So you're good there. I don't want you to feel overwhelmed. The best part about launching a recruiting company is it's easy to do, right? And there's not a lot of overhead. You don't need any special licenses, and you can start making money within 90 days. So let's cover the 4 types of staffing models. Number 1, the most popular one across the planet is what I call contingency recruiting. And that's what most recruiters do. That's essentially working for free, right? It's when you connect with a company, you uncover they have a need. Maybe they're looking to hire a nurse, a project manager, an IT analyst, an accounting specialist, whatever it is. And you will understand exactly what they're looking for. You'll do a qualification call with them. And then you're going to go find the candidate for that position without earning any money up front. You only get paid when you secure the candidate, the client interviews the candidate, agrees to hire the candidate, and then that candidate starts on day 1. That is when you'll bill your client and you'll get paid within probably 30 days, okay? So that's called contingency recruiting, the most popular one. I am not a huge fan of it, even though I did it for many years. I'm gonna talk about a better model that's gonna save you a lot of time and a lot of headaches. Okay, number 2, the one that I really encourage that you step into in the beginning here is called direct hire. You may know it as headhunting. It's been around for over 100 years, and this is very simple. This is, again, where you meet with the client. They give you an opening to work on. You negotiate a fee of salary for the candidate that you're going to secure. So in the example of a project manager or an IT analyst, you're going to ask the client, hey, what's in the budget to pay this person? They may say anywhere from $100,000 to $120,000 a year annual. That's going to be the salary. And so you're going to pitch no less than 20% of salary, okay? Anywhere between 20 to 30% is where I want you to be. And that's the money that you're going to earn to go find this candidate. Again, in this example, you still might be doing contingency where you're working for free. But I'm going to jump into the final 2 and show you how not to work for free, how to have your time valued by the client and get paid up front just like an attorney would do. Okay, number 3 is called engaged search. I love this model. This is where you do direct hire, just like number 2. You're going to pitch 20 to 30% fee of annual salary, but you're going to collect a small fee upfront from your client before you do anything. It's called an engaged search. Typically $2,500 upwards to $5,000 is what I've seen. And what this does, the psychology behind it, it allows the client to have skin in the game. Okay, they're not going to ghost you. They're going to be more loyal to you. They're invested in your work and the candidates that you're finding for them. It almost secures an exclusive agreement for you where they're not going to go use other recruiters. And so you collect your $2,500 on day 1, and then you start your search. And the best part about this pitch to the client is, hey, Mr. Client, you really have nothing to lose here. No harm, no foul. We're going to refund you that $2,500 that you just gave to us. We're going to keep it in escrow. When we find the candidate and that candidate starts working on day 1, we will deduct the $2,500 from your first invoice. And again, that invoice is going to be 20 to 30% of annual salary is what you're going to bill. The final one, the one I'm a huge fan of, it's what I teach my members, it's what I always do, is called performance-based search. And that is where you find a candidate for your client and you pitch a fixed fee. So depending on what the skill set is, how high level it is, you say, hey, my fee is $50,000. We're going to bill you a third of that today on day one before you even lift your finger. And then your client will owe you the second piece, the second third, once you submit at least 2 or 3 candidates where the client agrees to meet with at least one of them. If they interview one of the candidates that you submit over through a shortlist process, you are then going to send out your second invoice for the third of the $50K. And then your final installment will be collected when your candidate starts working on day one. Now, with these 4 different models, you may be thinking, okay, what are the guarantees here? Do I offer a guarantee? The answer is yes. I always offer a 1-year guarantee because I stand by my product and my candidates, especially with performance-based search. When you're pitching a higher fee and you're earning a higher fee, usually I give 1 year as a replacement guarantee, not a money back guarantee. Oh, and then going back to the first model, which is contingency, that's also known as contract staffing. So I'm sure you've heard of placing temps, temporary staffing. That is what goes into that model. And that's nothing you need to do right now. I'd wait on that. You can set up that pillar and that structure down the road once you get to a certain revenue goal and doing direct hire placements, because that's a little more cost intensive, a little more expenses are involved, like workers' compensation, insurance, general liability, payroll services, but just hold off on that right now. It's something that you'll want to have in your arsenal, but right now it's okay to not have it. Just do direct hire. Let's touch on infrastructure. What do you need to actually start this recruiting company? What tools, what systems, etc. Here's the best part. You can literally start from your home, from your kitchen, which I've done in the past. You don't need to pay rent on office space. You don't need employees right now. You don't need to be doing payroll for recruiters or sourcers or salespeople. You're going to do this. You'll be the one starting this recruiting company off the ground. And then you can always consider scaling the business depending on where you're at and where you want to be with hiring people. But that would be like 6 months to a year down the road. As far as tools, a computer, a laptop, maybe 2 different monitors would be good because you're going to be looking at resumes during the day. A cell phone's all you need. A calculator, a notebook. Those are the things that I have right now on my desk. Nothing too crazy. I actually work from home and I save so much money on infrastructure expenses. The best thing about recruiting, there's no transportation costs, no warehouse costs, nothing like that. And there's always miscellaneous tools that I'll suggest. I'll put some links below. One being Dub. It's a video platform where you can send one-on-one personalized videos. I do a lot of teachings on that to get new candidates and new clients. Link will be below, about $50 a month. LinkedIn Sales Navigator will run you about $100 a month. That's always good to have as well. But outside of that, you're going to have things like Indeed resume search. That could be a few $100s a month to search resumes, but they have lower packages. But really, guys, keep it small, keep it all. That's the beauty of recruiting and staffing. Expenses can be very low. You can run this business from the comfort of your home, start making placements for $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a pop, and your expenses are extremely low. And I would say you don't need a website when you start your recruiting business. That's not really important right now. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have one, but wait till down the road a few months and then that's fine to have, right? You're not running an e-commerce business, a bicycle shop, a flower shop. Really, websites are less important when you start a recruiting company. So that's a good thing. Save some money there. But what's really important is LinkedIn, what you're looking at right here. I'm going to turn my head over here to this monitor. This is my page. Go ahead and send me a connection request. But you got to make sure your banner is on point. It looks very professional and that your homepage is optimized properly. So as you can see, I'm very clear to the point, the pain points that I'm solving for people who want to start recruiting companies and scale properly. But let me go ahead and share some members of mine that have done a phenomenal job with their LinkedIn page. And you can emulate some of these pages as well for your own purposes. So Rashawn is amazing, great member, but look at his banner right here, right? AI talent, deliverable precision, very professional, almost looks like his own personal website. And then down here, he lists the industries that he works within, the niches. Going down to his profile picture, awesome picture. You can see his eyes. 80% of this circle should be covered with your face. Seeing your eyes builds trust. And then he puts some taglines, some authoritative taglines off here, off his name. Founder, Red Intelligence Group, connecting top AI talent with visionary companies, staffing for the age of intelligence. Very clear as to what Rashawn does. And that's really important when people come to your LinkedIn page because you have about 3 seconds to capture their attention. Another member of ours, Sharon, who is in the medical nursing space, really great banner right here, strategic healthcare recruiting. Again, really clear as to what she does. There's no guessing here from a hiring manager. So this is going to resonate well with her messages when a hiring manager comes to her LinkedIn page, okay? So awesome headline. And really all that matters right now is your banner, your picture, your headline, and then your about section. Right here, you want to keep this very keyword rich because LinkedIn algorithm picks up keywords in your about section. I'm going to go ahead and include another link below to my graphic designer who will create these banners for you. It costs $60. I don't make any profit off that, but he does a great job and he understands the recruiting industry. So that resource will be there for you below. So in addition to making sure that your LinkedIn homepage looks phenomenal, you have to make sure that you're putting out consistent high value content every day on LinkedIn. I'm not an author. I'm sure that you're not either. So I use a tool called Scripe. I'll put my link below that will save you some money. This does all my writing for me. I just set it and forget it and schedule it to go out. It's AI driven. It actually will give me suggestions of content that I should put out on a weekly basis. I live and die by this tool. It's amazing, and I know you will too. But again, we have you covered when it comes to pushing content out on your LinkedIn feed. What this is going to do is draw inbound traffic, and inbound leads are the best leads to get when you own a recruiting business. All right, everybody. So I hope you got value in this video, everything you would need to start a successful recruiting company in the next 90 days and get to some profitability, right? So this takes every bit of 3 months, to be honest. I want you to be able to time budget for yourself. We've had members that have come into our program with no recruiting background that have seen success sooner than 3 months, but really the average is about 3 months time frame to when you can get your first place. Now, if at any point in time you'd like to meet with me or anybody on my team, my link is below. Go ahead and schedule a Zoom meeting with us. We'd be happy to meet with you, go over all the systems, the tools, everything you would need, like the whole kit and caboodle to be successful with your recruiting company. If that's easier on you, if you don't have much time to really get this set up on your own, that's exactly what we do at Recruiting Me. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope this gave you a lot of value in starting your recruiting business.